Hello to everybody trapped in submarines and welcome to this video. Today we are talking about the long-awaited movie produced by Markiplier himself, Iron Lung, and what very little we know about the actual film. So let's get right into it. First of all, let's talk about the game itself. Iron Lung is an indie horror game made by David Szymanski. I am so sorry if I'm butchering that last name. You play as an unnamed convict in a future where humanity has largely fallen after trying to colonize space, and a celestial event labeled the Quiet Rapture makes stars and livable planets totally disappear. The few living beings left after this event were sent to either rot in space as their supplies withered away, or to find a habitable planet. And the player, being a disposable convict, was sent to a moon with what is described as a human blood ocean filled with resources in a small, rusty submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It's explained in the game that the reason why this is called the Iron Lung is because all of the windows in every escape route is sealed off because of the pressure in this blood ocean. Throughout the map, you'll find different buildings and bone structures to take pictures of, and cryptic writing on the walls of the submarine. One letter reading this: "This is not an expedition, it's an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars? If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last breath here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution, and I will get my freedom." After a few attempts at exploring the map, a large eye of a creature appears and attacks the submarine with a jump scare. The game ends with an entry stating humanity has no resources to retrieve the Iron Lung, but remains hopeful of finding a solution to save humanity, although the mission was in vain. Now that we know the overall plot the movie is based off of, let's go into the behind-the-scenes production of the film to give a little more insight on how the movie itself will look, if it seems to differ in the plot from the game, and if we'll be seeing this movie in theaters anytime soon. I want everybody to know that the information that I'm stating here is things that Mark himself has said in the podcast Distractible that he has with Bob and Wade. And if you're not watching the podcast Distractible, I don't know what you're doing. Apparently, there was so much artificial blood involved in the movie that Mark had barrels full of it still in his garage after filming. He even stated it could have been the world record for the amount of fake blood in a movie, even beating Evil Dead with 50,000 gallons. During filming, he at least once had to go to the hospital for getting the blood in his eyes. So you should subscribe or you'll end up with fake blood in your eyes too. To create the motions of rocking waves and underwater current, Mark stated he actually rented out a special and very large contraption to basically put the set into and make everything feel as real as possible. Now, all of this movie was paid by Markiplier himself as a passion project. He even once stated that for Who Killed Markiplier, it made him actually lose money. So I wonder how big financially this movie ended up being. Probably in the millions. We also saw as a sneak peek for the cast that Sean, also known as Jacksepticeye, will have a role in the film alongside Carolyn Rose Kaplan, and a cameo from Szymanski himself as he has helped with the lore of this movie. Now, knowing that there's going to be multiple people in this movie instead of just Mark, I think that with the plot of the game in mind, the first part of the movie is probably going to be like a prequel to the game, explaining what exactly the convict did and give more context to the Quiet Rapture, and how lonely and desperate humanity has become in this fading universe. This movie was filmed in Austin, Texas, and finished in May of 2024. And fun fact, In Space with Markiplier was also filmed in Austin, Texas. I guess filming sets down there are better or more affordable for indie projects. While editing and producing, he talked about he and sometimes another guy helping would literally just be sitting in a hot warehouse for hours at a time every single day to edit this movie. Even one time accidentally messing with the audio and having to miss a creator event he was invited to just so he could fix it. He even stated that he had to deny a cameo in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie as the original security guard because he didn't want to interfere with Iron Lung's production. Now, for his own hyperfixation and to also help render the movie, Mark created a large solar-powered render farm with multiple computers running constantly for the water physics in his home. And honestly, the stories while he was setting it up are so crazy that you absolutely need to go back and watch those episodes of Distractible. What are you even doing? And throughout the process, there have been multiple test screenings for the movie with crew members and other YouTubers and friends with positive reviews, And from what we know, Mark is currently trying to find a distributor for the film so it can be released nationwide in theaters. And we saw this same issue with The Edge of Sleep, where Mark had to do the promotion of his series completely on his own. And Amazon told him that if he was able to get the series to either be in the top 10 or the #1 spot, it would, quote unquote, open doors later on, which I assume means that the movie will be streamed on Prime after its theatrical release. If I'm being honest, I am super proud of Mark and how much he's grown, because I've been in there since everybody was playing Amnesia, and my butt will be in a seat opening day. You will see me there. I promise you. But unfortunately, as of filming this video, there has been no official release date yet. But knowing my luck, literally the day that I upload this, we're gonna get a release date. Honestly, I kind of hope that happens. But for now, that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm sorry this wasn't a super long video because I really didn't want to be that person that just gives you a bunch of filler and a bunch of random information you don't even need and just try to pan it out for like a freaking hour whenever we really don't know much. Mark has really tried to keep it on the down low, everything that went in with this movie, so it's supposed to be really suspenseful with zero spoilers. Comment down below how excited you are for the movie, or honestly anything else you'd like me to know. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up to give me that sweet, sweet dopamine to keep making these videos. And for now, I'm gonna go bathe in a blood ocean. Bye bye!